When I was trying to leave the Air Force, and anyone who has transitioned out of the military knows what this feels like. You're like, what the hell can I do? Like, in one way, you're like, the whole world is an option. And then in the other side, you're like, I only do one thing in uniform, and nobody needs that out there. So in my kind of frustrated attempts to figure out where I fit in, that was when I just boiled myself down to, well, what am I? Like, what are the things I really want here at 27? I want to travel the world, not just the world, but like the armpit of the world. I want to see the shittiest parts of the world because I was able to see some shitty parts of the world with the Air Force, and it really made me proud to be an American. So I was like, I want to see more shitty parts of the world because it's just going to make my confidence and my appreciation for my country that much firmer. So I was looking for Africa. I was looking for like hardship. And I was looking for a lady with hairy armpits and hairy legs that wanted to get it on in a tent in Africa. Those are the two things I was looking for. Peace Corps was going to deliver.
Wow!
But halfway through that application process,
taste you have.
but I want to understand how the CIA works. Something popped up on your screen. Was that intentional or was that accidental? You see what I'm asking? So
you got to remember the government works like one giant organism, and the Peace Corps is part of the government. State Department is part of the government. DHS is part of the government. FBI is part of the government. The U.S. military is part of the government. My entire record, going back to the age of 18, was on file. My name was in capital letters, which means I'm an asset of the U.S. government, right? That's what they saw. So when I started applying to another government agency, I fell into some massive algorithm somewhere and happened to hit on what they were looking for, just like a keyword search anywhere else.
Got it.
And I got a warning screen that popped up in the middle of my online application to Peace Corps. A screen that said, hey, you may qualify for other opportunities. Big red screen. Please put this application on hold, and we'll reach out to you within 72 hours. If you were to have the same thing happen, big red screen says, hey, you may qualify for other opportunities, and you're 27 years old, how easy is it to click that button and says, yes, put me on hold? And that's how they found me. And then from that point forward, it's just that application was abandoned and a new application was created.
So it's not a word of mouth method of recruiting.
They have CIA has multiple ways of recruiting. There is word of mouth. For sure there's word of mouth. And that's for a very deep cover kind of niche area, because there you're looking for people with established credibility and in some special field. So it's not easy to find business people who are actually running successful businesses, and then you want to turn them into spies. That's a hard thing to do. So you look for word of mouth. And then you have things like the government world. Anybody trying to move from one government job to another government job, that can be automated. That's easy. And then you've got the whole world of college recruiting, where you have either somebody who's a recruiter on campus or somebody who's a regional recruiter that visits multiple campuses. And you will literally find CIA in a cheesy stall with a sign at almost every college recruiting event for big colleges.
Pat, you told the story that your dad pulled you aside one day and he's like, you can tell me, son. It's okay. It's just, you can tell me. You were in the Army, 101st, right? And your dad literally thought you were doing something else. What was that story?
This was 5-6 years ago. He says,
it's 5-6 years ago.
This is 6 years
You're already running PHP, a full-on business.
No. This is 6 years ago. This is maybe 5 to 7 years ago, where he's like, you can tell me, we have people in the family. I'm like, Dad, I'm telling you I'm not. He says, I understand if you are. I said, Dad, first of all, I'm not. He says, I know even if you were, you couldn't tell me. I said, Dad, I'm telling you right now, I'm not. So till today, there's a 20% chance.
He legitimately thought you could have been something in the intelligence community, CIA, what have you.
Yeah,
Mossad,
I don't even know where the speculation for him came. He just one day came up to me, we're having dinner, and he asked me a question. He says, I've been really thinking about this. I don't know how to ask you without offending you.
Yeah.
He says, are you? I said, I'm telling you, I'm not. He says, I understand. And he keeps saying, I understand.
Wink,
I'm like, yeah,
wink.
like this. Like, no, I'm telling you, I'm not. But
he's your dad, man. He's your dad. Yeah. So your dad always thinks that you're the best. Your dad always thinks that you're the most elite, right? Like, that's an awesome dad.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.